Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? And welcome to another edition of the State of the Saints podcast, where we talk New Orleans Saints. Well, the New Orleans Saints are in a Week 10 matchup going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this game right here is going to be an early game. Very unconventional this season. The Saints have had several primetime games in America's Game of the Week, which I feel like they deserve. The Saints have been playing at a high level. They stand 7-1 as of right now, only one loss, and that was the first game of the season. The black and gold go to Paul Brown Stadium to take on the Cincinnati Bengals, who as of right now stand at 5-3 and in second place in the AFC North. But the question on everyone's mind is, who is going to win this football game? And a lot of things are going the Saints' way, right? Everything's going the Saints' way. Around this time last season, there were talks about who was the best team in all of football. Was it the Rams? Was it the Minnesota Vikings? Was it the New Orleans Saints? And all of the media, all of the aficionados picked the Rams, or they picked the Eagles, or they picked the Vikings, and nobody was talking about the Saints. Fast forward to 2018, now everybody is saying that the Saints are the Super Bowl pick coming out of NFC, and they are the number one team on a lot of people's power rankings coming into Week 10. So this answer should be easy, right? It should easily be the Saints. Man, no problem, right? The Saints, they're going to Cincinnati. They're going to play in Paul Brown Stadium. I mean, so what? It's going to be a little cold, but it's not going to be unbearably cold like it would be at Soldier Field. We got this. No A.J. Green, no all-pro wide receiver. The Cincinnati Bengals, they struggle in goal line situations. Their defense has struggled all season long. In the secondary, teams are able to go up and down the field on them. This is going to be an easy game for the Saints, right? Well, not exactly. The Cincinnati Bengals may not be the toast of the town. They may not be the team that everybody talks about, but this is a solid team. And for everybody that's out here talking about the Cincinnati Bengals going up against some prime competition, look, there are two types of Cincinnati Bengals teams, all right? There is the Cincinnati Bengals team in bright lights, prime time. They're going to lose. They're like 0-7 in primetime games. But then there's that Cincinnati Bengals team that plays at 12 noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that goes out there and make things happen. And I know we talk about Andy Dalton, give him a hard time, but primetime Andy isn't that good, okay? Primetime Andy Dalton, lights too bright, might throw about 2, 3, maybe even 4 picks. But 12 noon Andy Dalton, whoa, you might get 3 touchdowns out that boy. That is why I want to introduce the Who Dat Nation to what I like to call the trap game. This is indeed a trap game for the New Orleans Saints. And if they are not careful, they might get caught in this trap. Everybody is singing your praises. Everybody is picking your number one. Everybody is saying you're going to the Super Bowl. You just beat a team that was 8-0, and now the whole entire NFL world sees you. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to do what you're supposed to do? Go up to Paul Brown Stadium and get a win? Or are you going to lose? Man, I am very conflicted with this prediction. This is by far one of the hardest predictions I've done since I've been doing the State of the Saints podcast. Believe it or not, I was more comfortable with picking the Saints against the Rams than I am versus the Bengals. This is crazy. But I'm still going to go with the Saints. I'm still going to pick the Saints because they're a better team. And I just feel something different about this team. I can't put my hands on it. It's not like they're just leaps and bounds better than teams of the past, but they just find ways to win. It just seems like luck is just on their side, man. It's like divine intervention or something like that. I'm knocking on wood as I say this right now, but it's like some kind of divine intervention. It's like every time the Saints face adversity, something weird happens to bail them out. I mean, you think about how horrible they played against the Cleveland Browns, and they should have lost that game, and Zane Gonzalez missed like 4 or 5 field goals to give them the win. Then they go up to Baltimore, could have possibly went into overtime in that game, and the most accurate kicker in NFL history misses the extra point. This man never misses field goals. But it's crazy. It's like some kind of, I don't know, it's like God is shining down on the Saints and everything is going right. And as a fan and a card carrying member of the Who Dat Nation, I'm scared to death. But I got to pick the Saints. I got the Saints winning this game 23-20. I got Drew Brees throwing 2 touchdowns. I got Mark Ingram running a touchdown. Okay, I have that. They're going to miss an extra point. Will Lutz been too hot. Something is going to happen that is going to shift this luck that this team has. I'm not wishing bad on it by no means. I want them to keep winning, but it's so weird, man. You're watching the Saints just get disappointed year after year growing up as a kid, but now it seems like the ball is just rolling their way. And it seems like something has got to happen, right? Maybe this is the game that it happens. Maybe they don't play up to snuff. Maybe they could possibly lose. But I still got to pick my team, man. I still got to pick them. But this is going to be a hard one right here, man. This is going to be a hard game. This might be one of the hardest games the Saints play all season long. But I'm going to go with them, all right? What do you think about this game? Who do you see win this game? Will the Saints be able to beat the Cincinnati Bengals? What is your prediction score? I would like to hear from you. Comment down below, like, and share this video. Till next time, this has been a State of the Saints podcast. Like always, all I got to say is, who dat?